Hello everyone, my name is Raven, and welcome to Raven Gaming Labs, and welcome back to another VintageStory video. And yes, there are buckets literally everywhere. Isn't it just glorious? Okay, so I just want to cover what I did. I basically just sat around forever, and I finally made the fruit dough, which is candied mountain huckleberries and sunflower. I also juiced all of the remaining huckleberries, and we now have a lot of syrup, which is super awesome. And as you all know from the screenshot and the title, I am not kidding, all the crops are grown. Yes, 100% true. All the crops are 100% grown. We've done it. We've solved the problem. Hooray. We need to run back this way because I need to grab something. My bad. I'm so happy. Honestly, I am just so happy. Y'all have literally no idea how utterly happy I am by this development. Finally. Anyway, so we're gonna make another cauldron because this stuff is way too slow. So before we get started, we're gonna need to make a shovel, an axe, and then, wow, really? There's 12 of these? I can't believe that. I mean, I could do the math, but I didn't realize I made that many. Okay, anyway, so, let's see. 1,800, 2,000. We need to make 2,000 copper. Which, honestly, might be pushing the limits of what we can do here. But that's okay, because we're going to do it anyway. Oh, nice. Woo. Anyhow, so while we're busy doing, farming stuff, this is going to basically be just kind of chilling. And we'll come pick it up at some point. But this is going to be a jammed-pack episode. Jammed pack. Maybe not that jam pack, but still pretty jam packed. Okay, just a little extra, just a little bump, just a little bit to hold it over. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna deposit all of this stuff in here, as well as literally all of this. The reason being, I want all of this in my inventory. Now I know this is gonna break, but that's fine. Oh yeah. All right, let's start with the sunflowers. Okay. Beautiful. I think each row was 13, so it looks like we're already doing pretty good. Just gonna run down the row here. Yeah, we're doing pretty good. Nice. And that is why I really... Oh, yeah, be careful with that now. Yeah, I might be making turnip juice or something. I don't know. That's pretty nuts. Anyhow, I like with all things in life. We're just gonna gather as much of this as humanly possible. This was totally worth the wait. This right here made everything worth it. We'll probably have to do a fair bit. Okay. Wow. Well, definitely got more than 64. Alright, so the cabbage is great. The cabbage is another one of those, like superfoods that you can cook with. You just get a ridiculous amount out of basically nothing. It's awesome. Uh, 21, not bad. I don't remember what we had when we planted all of this, but the fact that we're getting almost... Okay, yeah, we got way more. Way more, because each one of these is 26. So, yeah, we're doing very good. You know what? I did end up using, you know, what you call it? See, I ended up using creative mode so I could get the shot, but I forgot to turn back on the weather. I'll do it in a second. I'll turn it back on, even though it kills me to do it, but I'll do it. Oh, that's right. Come on now. Ah, there we go. It does kind of kill me a little bit to do it, by the way. Like, it genuinely does kill me a little bit. I don't know if this is going to be enough. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to have enough storage space for all of this. I mean, don't get me wrong. I know I made a lot of extra storage space, but that pushes it to, like, a whole new level there. I mean, I guess some of it I can just let, you know, I can turn it into flour and just let it rot. I believe Steve mentioned that. I mentioned in the last episode, but I'm pretty certain it was Steve who brought that up. Okay, so we are empty, so now we're just gonna, or not empty, we're full. So we're just gonna go right back on in here. Gotta try to do this before it gets dark. I wanna, wrong way. You know what? I really don't think it matters all that much. Just, you know, start going. Wow. Only got 50 cabbage though. That kind of sucks. Okay. And then I guess I'll throw the turnips in there. And I guess I'll throw all the spelt grain in there. And I'll put the rye in here. We'll sort later. You know what? We'll sort later. For now, let's just get all the, you know, material and everything else. I mean, I guess it's not that bad. It's not like we can't sleep or anything, you know? No, it's not like we're not allowed to sleep or anything. I really wanted to get this stuff up. Crazy. But I'm glad that we have a lot more to work with now. That cheered me up a little bit. It's nice. It's nice having, you know, more to work with. It's good. Wow. I tell you what I'll probably do after I finish this, because there should be more than enough room if it'll. Sometimes it's weird with the target selection there. Yeah, scythe is just so much faster. Yeah, being totally honest, a scythe is just so much faster. Doing this with a knife is just criminal, in my opinion. Okay, and after this, we will go check on the copper, because we're full now and very awesome. We'll probably plant later in this episode as well. Alright, so we got a bunch of spelt, got an enormous amount of cabbage. We have probably way too much in the form of turnips. Got way more than spelt. Bunch more of rye. And a whole lot of sunflower seeds. Very cool. Actually, did we have any food in here? We did have food in here. I'm actually surprised that... Whatever. Okay, so that was the last of the quote-unquote immediate food. Which is fine. It's getting there. So what we'll do is I'm gonna double check, make sure we got everything out of here. Okay. I'm gonna get this back row real quick. Because this is gonna be truly horrible. So, yep. So this is 13. And we're just not getting a lot of, oh, well. Okay. I mean, we got a little bit more. You know, it's just so darn slow increasing the amount of parsnips. It truly is. It's horrible. Okay. But we did manage to pull that off. Okay, and now we'll just go inside. Actually, you know what? Hang on, let me double check. Okay, now we're good. We're good. So now we're gonna go inside, drop all this off again, because you know we can sort later. It's okay to sort later. Okay, we'll just throw all that in here. That is pretty crazy. I'll just kind of throw all that in there. And I guess I'll just toss all of this in here. And what's in here? Oh, that's the whatever. Yeah. It's fine. We also have to cook some of that what you call it stuff. We have to cook some of the it'll come to me. We have to cook a whole bunch of that wow, that's a lot of onion seeds. Parsnips are still pretty bad. Oh, I didn't put my parsnips up. Well, whatever. Not really a lot I can do about that. That is still not done. Alright, well, let's get the carrots up then. We'll get the carrots up. It looks like we might have to wait till the next day to get the, you know, all of them up. But then we're going to have to harvest all this, you know, grass and whatnot. Ah, I got some of the... Got some of it. You know what? Maybe we will have enough room. Because there's still actually quite a bit of storage space. But, I don't know. We're definitely not going to have a shortage of carrots. Ah! Darn it. Didn't mean to do that. Probably won't grow carrots next time. I think I'll just grow a whole field of, I don't know. I think I'll just grow, like, a whole field of, flax. Don't really want the flax fiber or any of that stuff, obviously. I don't want any of that. But the other stuff, yeah, absolutely. Okay, so let me throw the carrots in there. There are a lot of carrot seeds. Like, a gigantic amount of carrot seeds. And let me just throw this in here. We're using up so much of the, so much of it. Okay, it's basically done. So I'm just going to grab this, put this over here, and I will move this stuff around. There we go. Come on. Melt. All right. We're good. Awesome. All right, so we're just going to pour all this in here. Okay, and I wanted an axe. And I wanted a shovel. Yeah, I gotta hurry up on this too, by the way. Okay, and this should be the very last one. Awesome. And we'll toss that over there. Ooh, my bad. Okay, cool. I'm just gonna carry that with me. Yeah. And now we're gonna go put all this stuff up. Not too worried about the the grain, but you know, it's fine. But I do want to get all the carrots out of here. Man, that is so many carrots. I mean, you know, it's improvement. Yeah, we're definitely gonna make another storage area so we can put like the barrels and all that stuff up. Wow. Okay. So first 15 minutes, y'all. This is how far we've gotten. Very awesome. Very cool. I'm just going to sleep. Okay, pretty cool. And we'll just go out here. Still no rain. Ah, that's right. We need to fix that, but we'll fix that later. And that's done. Super awesome. I'm just gonna leave that as is. Now the other thing we're gonna do is these are not spreading. I tell y'all, these things glitch. They really do. They glitch, and it's super annoying that they do it. Yeah. Super annoying. They just glitch for some reason. I don't know if it's like the bees mod that's messing with it or what, but man, do they glitch, and it is annoying. Anyhow, I'm hoping that I will have, because I know I've picked up a lot more flax since, you know, I first started planting, because I am 100% certain there's already a bunch of flax in there. So we're definitely going to do a whole other bit of flax there for sure. Oh, I left a carrot. Well, ain't that just super nice, I guess. Not really. Nope. Afraid not. There's nothing nice at all about that, but whatever. Very cool. Okay. I mean, it's not as crazy as my Eastern Empire. I harvested an enormous amount. I think each one of those rows is like 16, and I think I harvested like 9 rows or something. It was absolutely insane. I mean, it was awesome, but you know, insane. Although on the other hand, we're not exactly done here either. It just wouldn't do it. So the first half of this video is all going to be about farming, as you all have undoubtedly noticed. Yep. It's a whole lot of farming. Oh. Gee, I wonder if we're out. It's very likely. Let's put it here. We just simply... No, stop it. Wow. Have your carrots back, please. And... take all the flax. Yeah, there should be more than enough flax now to do basically anything I want, really. All right, so that's 3 days left. So we're gonna have to cook that pretty soon. Probably cook it quite soon, actually. I'm just gonna eat all this. I don't care. Very cool. All right. I like that. It takes an entire half a day and an entire morning just to harvest that one field. And you know, the crazy part about all this, we're not even done. Like, you know, we still have a whole bunch of other stuff left to do. Like, we have to get all the grass out of here. That'll be super fun. Gotta get all that out. Harvest the whole thing. Which that's, you know, kind of understandable, I suppose. And then we're gonna make food. We're gonna see what happens when we make 24 candied, 24 candied, not 24, 64 candied fruit bread with syrup on top. You know, because our goal in life is to get medieval diabetes, basically. It's a goal. It's a passion project. Okay, I'm glad that I didn't just, you know, do some of that. I'm glad I went through and did all that. Okay, so... wow, I'm kind of blown away by this. I mean, it was an excellent harvest. Excellent harvest. Anyway, so we're just gonna throw that in there. And, we definitely have enough flax for an entire field. We undoubtedly have enough flax for an entire field. Actually, you know what? I'll just leave that in there. Okay, if I can learn to navigate through a doorway, that would be really nice. Yep, that would be super duper nice. So I'll probably deposit most of the flax, turn it into rot. Just make a bunch of flour out of it. I'll have to grind it. I'll do that off camera, basically. That'll be the next, because I don't have to do any more ceramic anything. At least for a while, anyway. I mean, I want more ceramic stuff, but, you know, don't really need to be dealing with that right this minute. So, I'm not going to. But, yeah, I mean, honestly, in some ways, we got kind of dangerously close to, you know, running out. Gotta be honest, like, we actually got pretty darn close. Okay, so, I know that this is gonna take some time. That's okay. I'm just gonna grab a lot of peat here. That'll work. And I don't have a torch. Luckily, I have a torch right there. I do not care if it uses up all the peat. Let it. Don't care. Alright. Also, that's another thing. I want to get an additional, like, door. That might end up needing to be... Okay, so, how are we doing this? So, this will be K, this will be P, and this will be N. Alright. That's what we're going to do. So, in order to do this, I'm going to pull out all of this. I'm going to see if there's any other stuff. Oh, right. There's the soybeans. Right. Yeah, we're definitely going to grab the soybeans. Anything else that's a K or anything like that? No. Okay, well, whatever. Yep, set it to remove grass, because we want all this grass gone. Yeah, that back row had a lot of time to, you know, rebuild, given that it was basically gobbled up. Okay, and I will just plant the 2 soybeans there. I just have this feeling that the I just have this feeling that it's not gonna go far enough, you know? I don't know. Like I said, I have this feeling that it's just simply not gonna go far enough. The flax fiber, I'm just gonna end up devouring pretty much all of it into material, basically. That's also another thing I want to check on. I want to check on the... and this might not be enough either. Wow, what is going on? Okay, well. Should definitely get much further than before, I think. Kind of seems that way. Yeah, we should get a lot further. So I guess we'll get a little bit more carrots. I mean, I could leave it empty, but I'm not going to. Wow. Okay, I will grab some carrots, and then I'll go ahead and grab these, because there's not really a whole lot of them left anyway. Alright, wait a minute. Oh, wait, yeah. And we'll toss that over there. And then we'll just... Okay, well, that's gonna look weird, but whatever. Yeah, okay, yeah, we got a little bit more onions than before. Not a lot, mind you, but, you know, we get like an extra 1 or 2 per. It's kind of lousy, but whatever. Okay, we're definitely going to grab the cabbage. We're definitely going to plant all the amaranth seeds. And it's getting kind of hot, so I guess we'll plant... Spelt. That's not going to be enough. That might be enough, though. If there's any left over, we might plant the... Oh, sunflowers. Yeah, never mind. That should be plenty. Probably not, but... Whatever. Okay, I'll just go through and remove all of this, I guess. Wow, half the video gone, and all we've done is tend to a field. On the other hand, we should only have about 1 more harvest, and then we'll basically be done. As far as, you know, like harvests and stuff go. Shouldn't have too much more left to harvest. This took a very long time. An exceedingly long time, I might add. That's alright. Hopefully next time, too, we'll have, you know, better backpacks. Much better backpacks. And we're getting some grass out of it, so it's not the end of the world. Only thing is, I don't know why I'm not getting very many, like, parsnips. You know, I got, like, 1 extra seed out of the whole thing. But I guess, you know, it's kind of how it goes. You know, when you have 64 of something, it's pretty easy to get, like, an extra 5 or 6. But when you only have 6, and you only get 1 extra, it's slow growth. But that's alright. It's not really, like, the end of the world. Definitely tough, though. Definitely tough. I might let the rain just stay off. If the rain comes back, it comes back. I don't know. But yeah, I didn't want to dark... Oh, look, we're going to farm in the middle of, you know... I didn't want to deal with that. It makes for a bad video thumbnail. Alrighty. So... Alright, I guess we'll just plant a whole bunch of cabbage here. Cool. And then I guess we'll just finish out the sunflower seeds. And now we're just down to the good old-fashioned spelt, y'all. It's kind of getting too hot for other stuff. Especially considering I harvest all this stuff at once. Probably would have been better to harvest it all over time, but... whatever. If there's any left over, I might try something. I don't know. Probably better to just leave the field alone. Yeah, there's going to be some leftover. It's a lot easier when the turnips were, you know, eating up all of the room. They ate up a lot of room. But, I mean, that's okay, because, you know, this harvest will produce extra seeds, and hopefully. I don't understand why we can't just make seeds. Let's see, 27. Oh well. Okay, let me put this up, and then let me go over here and let me just grab all of this stuff so that I can, you know, organize it again. Actually got pretty close to being organized, to be completely honest. And that kind of caught me back up on the dry grass, which is also really awesome. Oh, we're back to that again, huh? Are we? Get out of there. I knew I saw something. Very cool. So all this will eventually turn into rot. Alright, let's go check on this, shall we? Okay, cauldron is done. Extra pieces. Oh wait, let's put these over here. And let's also grab all of these beautiful ingots, get them out of the way. Awesome. And now we can start spending some episodes, you know, we could start spending some episodes doing some other stuff. How's all this doing? It seems to be going pretty good. Yep. Okay. Over here. But yeah, I'll probably yeet a lot of that flax. Just, you know. Oh, yeah, the prepared hide is done. Okay, and now we just need to soak it into strong tannin for 4.5 days. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I should have, like, come up here, but, I mean, look at that. It actually looks pretty good. Like, you know, it's nice. Okay. Enough about that. We will now go inside and prepare the next part. Wait a minute. Okay, well, how nice. Close that. Gotta reduce that light level there. Okay, good. And I can eat this. Yes. Probably wasted a bit too much peat there, but, you know, whatever. How we doing on actual, like, you know, food and whatnot? Absolutely insane. Like, we have an absolutely insane amount of food. Like, a lot of this stuff is just gonna rot away. Which is amusing. Alright, so... I honestly have no idea how this part works, so what I'm gonna do is... Yeah, okay. I'll just do this. Okay. We might need more firewood. I don't know. It's fine. But because of how we're going to do this, not really going to have a lot of, you know, time or room to really, you know, do some of this. So, yep. Right. Okay. Type in syrup. And I do not want it paused. Okay, so the cranberry portion goes in here first. I don't know why that came out like that, but I guess that's how it goes. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how good this fruit dough is really going to be. It should be really good. I don't know. Now, it is certainly going to take quite a bit of time, so yeah, that ought to be exciting. If it takes too long, what we'll do is I'll do it off camera. I don't really know, but at least, you know, we might just stop talking and get to work. Okay, so when they turn into part bake, you know what? Actually, it could be smarter about this. Okay. Part bake, please. Part bake, part bake, part bake, part bake. Lovely. How about no? Wait, give me that. That basically just made like cinnamon rolls or candy fruit bread sugar rolls or something. I don't know. Wow. Okay, that is absolutely insane. Wow. Look at that. 160 plus 140 for the grain. Good lord. I may have overdone that slightly. Yeah. Oops. You know, honestly though, I'm not even remotely like sorry on that. As soon as I see one of those turn, I'm gonna put this in here. Go, 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 go. You gotta be quick about it now. You have a little bit of time, but not a lot. And this is horrendously slow, by the way. Well, at least I can do like 2 at a time, but I can't. Maybe if there are like more people, you could juggle. You know, one of you could be on syrup duty and the other one could just be, you know, there grabbing and whatnot. I don't know. I guess one thing you could do is just part bake all of them and then make it and then cook it. But I'm not going to do that now. I'm kind of committed to my current method here. I didn't really consider that. But yeah. That's actually surprisingly like extremely good. I don't know if it's worth the time. I mean, you know, a pie is way better than that in some ways. But I mean, I mean, like, one of these is enough for basically, like, an entire... Well, I guess technically a whole pie is better, but... Yeah. Anyway. My bad. Less talking, more finishing. That just looks like crazy. Okay, cool. And then I'll chuck in some more, and then we'll finish it. So I think what I'll do... You know what? I am going to do it that way. Because this is just way too darn slow. Wait, hang on. Okay. I have to make sure that... Yeah. Okay. Nice. Okay, let's go grab the last little bit there. Yeah, I don't really understand why I didn't just think of this in the first place, but hey, whatever. Yeah, I'll just relight all of them. I'll get this, you know, cooking pretty good. Wonder what we'll do for, oh, yeah. Probably be the last one for that oven, but that's alright, because... Turn. Any day now. Oh. All right. Very cool. So, yeah. Once we grab all these, we'll take care of the last of it. What's the life expectancy on that? Oh, it's only fresh for 18 days. Interesting. So, the life expectancy of it goes surprisingly down. Huh. Oh, never mind. It's fine once you store it appropriately. Alright. You're the last one. That's right. You're the last. The last of them all. Okay. And I'm just going to grab a whole bunch of this. And we're just going to fill it up in here. Because by the time we finish, a lot of this is going to be pretty cold. So, yep. Oh. I mean, whatever. It's fine. Whoa. I guess it could be a lot slower. Yeah, not really. Okay. Wow, it just always puts 3 liters in there. Okay. Ah. Shame I can't just get tongs and just dip it into the bucket. Just dip it right in. Like, why do I gotta do it this way? Why can't I just dip it? Let me dip it. Okay. And then we'll put those in there. And we'll get that up to 6. There we go. I'm gonna try to find a bowl for the last part. I don't really... Oh, there we go. I don't really want to just use up all my, you know... I don't want to use up all my syrup like that. It's time-consuming and annoying to make that much syrup. I'm gonna be totally honest. It's horrible making that much syrup. But the other cool thing is this stuff's gonna go pretty far. Now, I might save it and like use it when I get hurt. I don't know. Because, you know, now I can make quite a lot of fun stuff. For example, I can make all different kinds of recipes. I mean, I don't have salt or anything, although I do know where some salt is. Maybe we should go look for that. Actually, we should just kind of like start carving out tunnels over there and seeing if we can't find some salt. Because salt would allow us to make... It would just open up a lot of doors. Which would be really, really nice. Okay, so that'll be the last for that batch. And then I'm going to need 1.2 liters. So I'm going to get a bucket. Not a bucket. I'm going to get a bowl. I don't know how much a bowl holds. But... it's better than wasting all this syrup. This syrup's valuable to me. As many hours and entire video I put into it. Oh, I'm keeping it. You can count on that. All right, let's see here. Let's just see how much the jug does. The jug might waste, but... Ah, the jug wastes. Okay. I don't know why it puts the whole thing in there like that. That was a total waste. I should have known that. That was my bad. That was my bad. Okay, whatever. I knew better than that. Oh. And while we wait, I'm gonna see who keeps texting me. The last batch, y'all. The last batch. And then we get to light all this on fire. But the good news is we get to basically do 16 at one time, so that's pretty darn cool. How we doing on the time there? Ooh, it's getting late. It's getting late, y'all. It's almost past our bedtime. Yep. One thing I wish is that you could pull liquids out of things. I really, really wish that you could pull liquids out of things. That is something that I don't... Not upstairs, are they? Ah, no, they're just in that other room. I don't care. Whatever. Anyway. The fact that you just can't pull stuff out really irks me. Like, it genuinely just annoys me. Because you end up like that, where you end up wasting a whole bunch of syrup for no reason. Maybe a bowl would have been better, but I don't know. Whatever. Oh, apparently I don't have total control. I can just... Okay. Whatever. Alrighty. Also, these are partly baked, so hopefully they go pretty quick. Oh, wow. Dark. It's very dark. I'm blown away by how much that is. I mean, it's like 1,500. It's basically, I gotta get below 200 in order to eat one. So that I don't overeat, essentially. Come on now. So, I mean, this method does eat up a lot more firewood, but, I mean, I don't really view it as the end of the world or anything. It's really not that bad. Nice. Okay, and then we'll just move these over to here. And now, we'll just wait. Wait we shall. I guess at some point I should probably make some, like, charred bread so that I can use it in other ingredients. But this honestly though, this is almost overkill, to be honest. Kind of reminds me of a cinnamon roll though. Oh yeah. It does. Reminds me of a cinnamon roll. Come on. You could do it. You could do it. I sure can't do it. Yeah, if it wasn't for the name, I wouldn't even be able to tell when these things are done. Okay, let's go over into here really fast. And we're just gonna eat these. By just trying to get rid of them, you know? Nothing in there, okay. Oh, goodness. No! Okay, we'll just wait. I just gotta heat all back up. Alright. I mean, that, to be fair, that was absolutely worth it. A lot of resources were involved, as I keep saying, but I'm just still blown away by how much that gives. I mean, that's just one loaf. You know, I mean, that is crazy. I mean, yeah, technically, you know, wow, 1.9 years. Okay. Wow. I mean, I love it. I should make stuff like broth, because I could, and yeast, because that would have made it even more insane, to be honest. Yeah, I think just regular fruit bread, though, with, like, you know, yeast and all, would have probably been, like, perfectly acceptable for everything. Like, I honestly think that would have been more than acceptable for stuff. Yeah. Okay, hello. I don't know why that's still hanging around, but I also don't care, so whatever. Yep. Very cool. So I'm gonna just try to start killing these as they occur. As always, they are annoying. Aha! It's done. Excellent. Let me go get 2 more. Let me go get 2 more. Nope. 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 Oh, I know. I never actually did anything with this, did I? No. Okay, I made 3 more. I'm sure that's normal. 4 more. Okay. Well. Now when the next batch is ready, as it were, I will be there to take charge of it. I know I probably should be grabbing the, okay. How far over? Okay. Yeah, I know I probably should be grabbing all the honey, but I'm just not, because I'm just not. Actually, you know what? It's really good. Oh, I put it in there? Wow. Okay, well, it actually needed to be in there, so... whatever. Doesn't really matter. Okay. Well, isn't that nice? Can I just... kind of annoying. And believe it or not, this is part of the reason why I didn't do it. It's gonna end up turning into like a massive chore just in order to do this. And I am 100% using the press. Yeah, definitely gonna use the press this time. I am not falling for that slow tactic. Oh good, it doesn't stack. Of course not. Why would it do that? I mean, that would just make too much sense. But yeah, this ought to get me a fair bit. Yep. Fair bit indeed. Okay. Throw that in there. Put that back. Toss that in there too, because why not? And we'll go over to our beautiful press. And I will just... it will make 2.8 liters of honey. Nice. I'm out of water again, y'all. This is a travesty. I made no sounds when I put it in there. Okay. Mash produces quite a bit of honey. I get less. But I really don't know if that really bothers. I mean, I get less probably because of, you know, the rounding, obviously. I think I had 12, so the rounding kind of screws with it a little bit. But it really doesn't bother me that much, simply because I just get so much of it anyway. Like, why does it matter? Okay, let's go put the... I'm really glad that the grasshoppers are back, because I know I mentioned that in a previous video. I was like, hey, you know... oh, frozen. Okay, fair enough. You know, I was like, hey, like, you know, it'd be really nice if, you know, if I could, what you call it? If I could have grasshoppers back again, but didn't get any for a while. Oh, lovely. I mean, less than a day. So I'm also, next video, haha, I'm going to have to... yeah, I'm going to have to do quite a bit of harvesting when it comes to that. This is all still kind of growing. This has flowered. Interestingly enough, it does not hang around very long. I'm not as interested in the grape berries right now. There's just not enough of them for it to matter. What I'm mostly interested in is probably the same thing that everybody else is interested in. You know, I want them to grow so that I can then make a new field of them. Because time it will take is a lot. It's going to take a lot of time. So... okay. Just doing some inspecting around the property here. How's this doing? A day, 1 day, 4 days. Until they're all grown up. How nice. And I think, yeah, I could put like one right here. I'm hoping to use the pine nuts for, you know, a lot of things. Also, didn't realize we were at the 1 hour mark. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And if you guys do subscribe, be sure to hit that bell so you guys actually get updates and notifications. And as well, if you guys would like to get early access to all my videos, as well as a members only area in Discord, there is a join button down below, as well as a link in the description, and your support is greatly appreciated. And I will see you all in the next one. You guys have a good one. Hey everyone, thanks for watching Raven Gaming Labs. Thanks to all the members and viewers who make RGL possible. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell so that you can be notified. If you want to become a member, hit the join button or link in the description below. Members get early access to videos, member-exclusive content, and more. As well, don't forget to join our awesome community over at Discord. Y'all have a good one.